Hey, what's up, everybody? Ryan Greenspan here, San Diego Dynasty. We're at the NXL event #1, and we're introducing the Hall of Icons, a project that is years in the making, and it is here to recognize and give praise to industry leaders that we've had since the inception of paintball. And this is a project that was a conversation piece from our late great friend Tim Montressor and I a long time ago. We both deemed ourselves far too busy at the time to take on a project like this, but in order to bring paintball to the forefront and add some more legitimacy to the sport, we're doing and presenting the first round inductees of the Hall of Icons. All the names that we read today, you will all recognize and know very well. So again, we're gonna pay homage to those who have gotten this sport and taken it to where it is right now. So with that said, here to collect Tim Montressor's award and bring it home are his good friends, Sam, Chad, and Ryan, guys, and Jason. So you guys wanna come on up here real quick? Again, this is incredibly important, and this is something that we've talked about a long time. And if anybody was going to help do this, you know, Tim is one of those guys that always innovated, and he helped give birth to what modern day 10-man paintball is now, which for the most part, every one of the players that you're going to see standing up here today is either taking part in or is playing in, right? So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you.
And thank you to Tim for reviving paintball like we love it. And it gave a lot of these guys, including ourselves, you know, new fire to come back and really embrace the idea of having fun with what we do. So yeah, thank you, Tim. Wherever you are, we love you.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right, so with that, we'll induct our second member into the Hall of Icons. This is a guy who definitely had an imprint on me as a player and a person. The golden age of paintball. Oh, and by the way, I do have the large size font on my phone here. Yeah, I think it's about time for some glasses. Anyway, the golden age of paintball wouldn't be the same without one of the sport's greatest entrepreneurs. But before he grew brands like Smart Parts, GOG, and DLX to some of the biggest companies paintball had ever seen, Adam Gardner was the fiery and indomitable leader of the All-Americans in the 1990s. Adam's aggressive style and deadly accuracy propelled the All-Americans. Propelled the All-Americans to become one of the most successful teams in paintball history. You can find Adam and his son Jude ripping it up together on the All-Americans in the ICPL. Adam is the one carrying 2 pods and remain at the top of my list as one of my favorite people to bunker. Let's hear it for Adam.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me. You can put your jacket on too if you want.
All right, next on the list, a true titan in the paintball world. His involvement in the early days of the sport, as well as his current role in paintball as one of the largest, the head of one of the largest companies in paintball, has been hugely impactful on the sport. Billy Saransky started his professional paintball career.
Let's give it a pause.
Started his paintball career in the late 1980s, before a handful of you guys were born, and was the epitome of methodical and high survivability on the field. He was a masterful technician of the game and led his team, Aftershock, and the Ironman to multiple World Cup wins, titles, and more than a dozen event wins. There you go, Billy.
Is that painful for you?
I made sure he didn't move. Not at all. Not at all. Thanks, Billy. Thanks, Billy.
All right, next on the list, a truly elite player who has anchored many championship teams over his legendary career, such as Image, Avalanche, Fusion, Miami Effect, and Infamous. My day has been ruined countless times because this guy roasted me off the break. Travis Lemanski is now producing some of the best products in the industry with his company Pro DNA, and he continues to innovate new gear for paintball. Travis has ensured Infamous's existence by turning the team into a brand that has become an iconic success that can be used as a template for teams everywhere, including mine. Thanks, Travis. Where are you at?
There we go. There's the jacket. We're figuring it out. We're ad-libbing it as we go, guys.
Thanks,
All right, next on the list. Before he was leading the largest tournament series in the world, he has always been an ambassador for the sport, and from his start in the 1990s, he was always supporting and promoting the game to a worldwide audience. Tom Cole. Tom was first and foremost an elite pro player and leader of Team Bad Company. Tom did what many thought was impossible. He led the team to an event wins using entry-level blowback paintball markers from Spiders as the rest of the pro leagues were using high-powered electro-pneumatic markers. Congrats, Tom.
Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. You got Todd's idea.
All right, fire, intensity, athleticism, and passion is what brought the next player up the ranks of Southern California paintball to land multiple world titles and championships with numerous teams. A star player on the Iron Kids, Iron Men, Strange, Aftershock, Avalanche, Dynasty, and Infamous, he is one of my all-time favorite teammates and the shortest guy I have ever seen dunk a basketball. Now head coach for Houston Heat and industry professional Todd Martinez has his sights set on reviving tournament paintball in the Southern California region. Let's hear it for Cash Money Todd Martinez.
We're gonna have Quinn Nadu here from Iconic Paintball.
That's what I'm talking about. Todd.
You good, Quinn?
All right, so the next guy's a name that everyone has heard before. The company is named after this man, Dave Youngblood Enterprises. So before he was running this massive company, he was a feared player on the field, and everyone knew this guy as the man in black. Donning an all-black suit out on the 10-man Woodsville field, he defined what marketing in the sport of paintball was in the earliest days of this game. So let's have him up here and get him up. Dave Youngblood.
It was supposed to be sexiest man alive, but Crystal still didn't want it.
Let's hear it for Dave.
There we go.
My tenure in June will be 40 years in the industry, and I'd just like to thank Alex and Ryan for putting this together.
Thanks, Dave.
All right. Iconic, stoic, passionate, and everything that a true paintball ambassador should be. Matty Marshall got his start on the pro fields of Southern California in the late 1990s with his historically great teams like Marine Team and Navarone. He then helped win multiple world titles with the Ironman and Excessive. He's enriched the game for both players and spectators, and his contribution has been monumental for the sport's growth and popularity over the last 2 decades. He continues to push paintball media and the art of storytelling and will forever be known as the voice of paintball. Matty Marshall.
Let's get this jacket on. First round induction.
Thanks, Matty. Looking good.
Did it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, plaque.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, our next player, arguably the best back player to ever play the game. He is perhaps the best example of how support players can impact the game in multiple ways. A key part of Aftershock teams in the late 90s and mid-early 2000s that went on one of the more dominant runs of any team in the game's history. With a steady presence from the back line, Todd Adamson helped Aftershock become arguably the greatest paintball team of all time.
I changed that to this text.
Yeah.
My guy. sharp.
Good.
Yeah, there you go.
Might need a smaller size next year. Keep working out.
I was about to say a guy that actually
We love everything
ages backwards.
Yeah, Todd ages backwards somehow. All right, last but certainly not least here, one of the innovators of the modern paintball style of play and one of the most passionate leaders the game has ever seen, Shane carved out success for himself and his teammates on a platform of aggression, unquestioned belief. With multiple world championships in the 90s and 2000s, he is one of the best examples of a multi-era dominant star. He learned from some of the best minds in our game's history and added in his own style of methodical aggression to help build some of the best Ironman rosters ever. Shane Pestana is one of the most influential players in the game and mentored Oliver Lang, who went on to become one of the game's most iconic leaders. Shane's legacy as a teacher and coach eclipses what any one player could do on the field. Let's hear it for Shane Pestana.
Yeah, Shane. Perfect fit.
Thanks, everyone.
Quick shout out to Ryan and Quinn for putting this all together. You know, fun, cool stuff like this that we can embrace as a community and appreciate each other, I feel like is really important. And yeah, props to you guys for doing something that's not driven by, you know, a sponsor or money or whatever. It's because you wanted to do it and it was something that Tim believed in. So yeah.
Yeah, and thank you guys for sticking around through this. Also, like I said, there were 20 members that were inducted to the first round. Those members who are not here at the event are Oliver Lang, John Richardson, Bob Long, Chris Lasoya, Danny Love and Rennick Miller, Laurent Hamet, Marty Bush, Daryl Trent, and Rocky Cagnoni. All are also first round inductors to the 2022 Hall of Icons. And each year we're going to be holding an award ceremony. There will be new members and players that are inducted each year from here on out for the foreseeable future. And hopefully paintball continues to build and the trajectory continues upward. So thank you guys very much for watching at Goat Sports and sticking around here.
We were kind of climbing up the ranks when Carbon was kind of too. Walker and those guys have just been awesome to us. You know, anytime they're testing new stuff, they hit us up. It's not like a one-way conversation. It just felt like with some other sponsors in the past. They understand that like people like me don't like to have, you know, crazy thick arm pads with a jersey that has stuff on your wrists and stuff like that. It's stay as light as possible so you're comfortable, you know, in these hot days. Every year we have a choice to go somewhere else with our sponsorship, and after 4 or 5 years with these guys, we're still here. Like we're still next to Carbon because we choose to be.
Walker here with Carbon Paintball to discuss the Zero goggle system with you guys. We have the Pro version and then the SLD. What you're going to notice first is the color options. The Pro, it is a semi-translucent Airflex bottom. That's the mask region. And then with the Solid series, it is just a solid color. It's opaque. They're both exactly the same durometer. They're both the same softness or squishiness. Other than that, you're actually going to get a clear lens with your Pro goggle. They both come with a case. And another cool feature of the Pro model is a dual silicone strap versus a sublimated strap on the SLD. And last but not least is another cool highlight is the Pro has some orange accents versus the SLD comes with black. For more features and information on sizing and pricing, visit carbonpaintball.com. Hey everyone, this is Walker with Carbon Paintball, here to show you guys our SC and our CC pant. You're probably already familiar with the SC pant. We've had that for a few years now. It's a 3-layer Gore-Tex pant. If you're looking for something a little bit lighter, a little bit more of that newer style, that jogger cut, that would be our CC pant. Just came out here, it has the drawstring waist. It's got a little bit of taping in it. It is water resistant throughout, and it's got a reinforced knee region. The CC pant features a tapered leg similar to a jogger cut, but it's going to give you a little bit more room than the average pant. The pant's available in sizes small all the way to XXL and is available at crbnpaintball.com.
Communication, obviously, everybody knows is a big deal on the field. The way that you can talk to each other on the field with this mask on is something I've never experienced before. It's very breathable, and I feel like you hear that a lot from other companies, but this is truly different in my opinion. Every time I'm yelling, I can still hear people next to me talking. We were kind of climbing up the ranks when Carbon was kind of too. Walker and those guys have just been awesome to us. You know, anytime they're testing new stuff, they hit us up. It's not like a one-way conversation. It's felt like with some other sponsors in the past. They understand that people like me don't like to have, you know, crazy thick arm pads with a jersey that has stuff on your wrists and stuff like that. It's stay as light as possible so you're comfortable, you know, in these hot days. Every year we have a choice to go somewhere else with our sponsorship, and after 4 or 5 years with these guys, we're still here. Like, we're still next to Carbon because we choose to be.
D-Boy and nasty. White. Remember, roll. Billy, I'm with you. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Here. Step up.
What's up, I'm Matty Marshall. We're here at the very first NXL event of the year, the Sunshine State Major, and it's Thursday. This is training day, it's practice day. It's time to sharpen those swords and get ready for the battle that's about to go down. So many crazy stories with the 20 pro teams and then all the semi-pro teams, all down the divisions, the WNXL. It's going to be absolute madness here in 2023. So we're here for this practice session. We're gonna go and check out, talk to some of these players and see what's going on in their minds as they get ready for this battle. Let's go check it out.
You got to set the tone. You know, in the first event, you got to set the tone for the year. Make sure that you're building with your teammates and making a great debut on the new season.
We're really hungry, and I think the entire team feels really good. I think that's key when you're playing pro paintball, to have some fun when you're playing, and definitely Impact's going to be a force to reckon with.
Hard work and discipline, and that's what we're just working on. This is what they've been beating in our head the whole last few weeks, is discipline, discipline, discipline. So we're just working on that the whole time.
First event's always fun, but it feels like there was no off season. You know, we were just in Florida, and now we're back.
Right now, it's a new season. Everyone's 0-0. So when I got that jersey with my name on it, it was pretty cool.
Coming into this year, everyone is hungry. Half of them are all best friends. We all grew up in the same neighborhood. They've been playing with each other for 10 years, same fields.
The Hurricanes are as prepared as we can be. Put in the work. We're going to see if it pays off. All we got to do is execute now, because this first event really sets the pace for the rest of the season.
Just finished with the practice session for the professional teams as we're heading into day one of this first event of the year.
This side is going to be the more chaotic area, but it all depends on how the teams want to play.
There's a huge brick in the middle of the field. We're going to see the battle ensue all throughout these bunkers in the middle. It's going to be madness. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be a lot of fun.
The biggest thing is seeing what that other team does off the break and how much pressure you're going to apply with that breakout.
So all the preparation, all the training, and all the off-season moves, all that is in the past. The battle is going to be going down here on center court for the first event of the NXL season, and it's going down all weekend long. Can't wait to see it.
Diesel! Emo and nasty! White! Remember to roll! Billy, I'm with you! Go, Billy! Let's go, baby! He's showing us who we are! Woo! Hey, team paintball hitters, way to go, boys! Dynasty, let's go, boys.
Yeah, gotta aim for the top like, hold up, yeah, I can never doubt myself, I know better. All of you critics be acting like you know better. Blowing the smoke, but I know when the dust settles that I'm in my element, it's evident that there's levels to the game. All of those dark nights I got then, breaking my back to make it out, got me feeling like rain. I ain't never need your help, I know you wishing me well, a penny for your thoughts, but seeing no change. I snap for the sun like Diddy, the riches got a mad ass son, I'm like Billy. I ain't never switch up, whole team with me, putting on for my city like OAGZ. Set the pace as long as you finish, consumers find a way inside your business. Babylon, they try to dabble in it and they hate the fact that they may have to witness. You tryna aim for the top like this, and you're in your element with a fire like this, and they hoping you fall and they praying you miss, but it's all in the risk. I got you with the switch, you know. I'm in the zone. Give me the throne. One shot, that's all that you got. That's all that I know. Foot on the gas. 155 on the road. You could be a friend of me, an enemy. Keep that same old energy, cause I know I'm in my element. Ooh, yeah. I'm in my element. Ooh, yeah. I'm in my element. I'm in my element. Ooh, yeah. I'm in my element. Ooh, yeah. I'm in my element. Ooh, yeah. Keep that same energy. I'm in my element. Ooh, yeah. I'm in my element. Flow is like water. I'm forced through the fire. I'm feeling like gold. Gotta stay grounded, stay down to earth. Following God and you grinding. You do as you told. I don't work to make you like me, but I'm front and center. Word to Spike Lee. And God came in the nick of time. They think I'm crazy, but I might be. Let's run it up, run it up, run it up. We beating the odds just to sum it up. You know it's a rap, never waste.